Funire da elegba, funire da, funire da ogun, funire da, funire da ochosi, funire da. Funire da osun, funire da, funire da egun, funire da, funire da ori, funire da, funire ida. I am singing to bring good fortune into the world. I have called upon what we call the Ibora, that is, the warriors, the protective spirits that go in front of us, that open every ritual that we conduct in the African diaspora. This is especially important during these times when we see the decay of the N falling into the compost. Do not despair, good people, because we are the seeds of the new beginning. This is a time for the positive aspect of what they call self-fulfilling prophecy. Usually that is used as a negative where people say you speak ill and you manifest ill. But today we are looking at the positive aspect of prophecy, okay? And I invite you to ask your own consciousness to be a part of manifesting self-fulfilling prophecy in the positive. With this, we must first of all shield against the negativity that nips at the edge of our consciousness. Then we must clean ourselves of the residue of past mistakes, sorrows, and angers. Spend time resting and settling, grounding, and listening to what Mother Earth has to say to us. Understand what your gift is and call to you those of like spirit who know that they are also part of the new beginning. Then sit in a circle. Sit in a circle where every person's vision, every person's ashe, every person's desire is spoken to with attention and respect. And then we can make the statement of what the future will be through self-fulfilling prophecy. Funire da, funire da, funire da. Let us all be part of the prediction of good news in the future. We at the Mother Earth Delegation are reflecting on and sharing with you today the instructions that were given to the Mamos of Colombia. And what they say is watch the ending as we stay informed, but to focus on that which is breaking through. You are that which is breaking through. They've just created a short video to share more about these times. The recent completion of an 108-day walk by the Tibetan monks reminds us that peace within is the only way to bring peace to our world. They offer the practice to do daily. Our elders are carrying other instructions, so we must listen. We want to lift our actions higher. We want to be the light of the new dawn walking. I
Mm.
invite you now to hear the beautiful prayers of Grandmother Loretta, whose
Um,
message is always encouraging.
so Louisa, before we go to Grandmother Loretta, I want to just jump in here because we've got something really special that wants to be shown.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah, so it was about 2 years ago, this last November, when the mamas went into consultation and they brought towards the world a message called the Mother's Message. They had just been up to the Arctic. They had just walked that cold country, laying down pagamentos, earth prayers as they made their journey, going to sacred sites. And they went home and this message came to them. So we helped to produce it. Once we had it done, we showed it to them. They said, yes, this must go out to the world. And so it was sent around the world. And the mother was saying she needs us to get in alignment behind her, listening to the original instructions she's giving to the original caretakers. And then we must all help support that process and walk it out. And if the alignment didn't happen in a way that helped her continue her healing process so she can go through her ascension process, then she would have to do her own movements. And so we're there. We're at that place where she's going to have to do her own movements. And so they went into consultation, the mamos, once again, the Kagaba, the Kogi, and she brought back a message. And this time they are bringing this message in a very special and significant way. And they are bringing it forward right now because they say the world is in such a critical moment that the Mother Earth wants people to hear what they're doing and how they're doing it so that everyone knows she's in motion in a really good way. And so I'm thankful for this. And I'm thankful for Franz Kasten, who's here with us. He went up to the top of the world when the mamas went into consultation. And they asked him to film this and bring this message back and prepare it for you. And so with that, Franz, thank you for this good work. And Adriana, for your translation and everything, and to the mamos themselves for bringing this significant message to us at this time. Now, I know this film is longer than most are used to hearing in our videos. This one's going to be 15 minutes long, but I encourage you to settle down and really get into a quiet place inside yourself so you can receive the instruction from the prophecy, so you can feel the energy that they are bringing to you through these words. Thank you, Franz, for your good work.
Muchas gracias a todos y muy conmovido por esta presentación.
Um, Many thanks to all of you, and I feel very honored to be here.
Y bueno, para decir es que este video es una demostración de la cercanía que ahora los mamás sienten de la delegación de la Madre Tierra con ellos.
One thing I would say is that this message that is coming is it represents like how close is the current relationship between the Fanta and the Mother Earth Delegation with the Kagaba Nation.
Todo lo que se ha desarrollado en este tiempo ha hecho que los mamás puedan tener la certeza, la seguridad de la conexión que ahora ya se instaló.
Everything that has been happening in that relationship, it has helping the mamos to feel strong and certain about that unification process that is happening these days in collaboration or in an alliance with the with the Mother Earth Delegation.
Ellos ahora están en la emoción de sentir que el corazón del mundo empieza a tener una pulsación global.
The mamos are having this strong feeling of how the heart of the world is resonating with the entire world. Is that connection is fulfilling, is expanding with the rest of the world.
Y esta es la evidencia de la unión en círculo para que todos estemos viéndonos y poder asumir esta etapa que ya ha comenzado.
And so this is the evidence that we are all sitting down in a circle, looking at each other and experience the unification process that is needed for these times to go through.
Y nos invitan a que escuchemos este mensaje en la voluntad de reflexión profunda y de agarrar bien las manos los unos con los hermanos mayores y los hermanos menores.
So in this circle, now all of us sitting together is a good space moment for all of us to listen to this message. Unite our hands like strongly together and reflect upon all that the messages that will be coming in this sharing.
Hace 4 días hablé por último con Jacinto para decir que hoy ellos arriba en la montaña se encuentran en una reunión general, entendiendo que ese mensaje que como misión, haciendo parte de esta familia, yo pude realizar, ellos entienden que hoy, tanto ellos como nosotros, estamos en el pensamiento unidos para hacer entender lo importante de sostener esta unión.
4 days ago, that was the last time that I was in touch with Jacinto. And what we know is that the Mamos are on a meeting right now, and they are also knowing that we are here in this meeting now. So we are holding ourselves in our thoughts, like in each other's circle meetings, and together we are creating a safe space for us to listen to this message.
Y concentran la atención en la reciprocidad, es decir, ellos están en la intensidad que exige esta etapa, en la intensidad espiritual, y piden que nosotros desde lo material estemos cerca para que esas dos fuerzas se puedan expresar y podemos reaccionar adecuadamente a lo que ellos han sentido que viene para nosotros.
So the core message is about reciprocity. The mamos are intensely like working on this for them, bringing the spiritual aspect of this relationship, and us bringing the material aspect. And so together we united two forces as the best like strategical or reaction that we could be prepared. So like that we the guidance of the mamos will be taking us through these like critical times that will be happening, but that imbalance, like the material and spiritual realm imbalance, we will be able to transcend this properly.
Y entonces finalmente decir que el corazón del mundo está palpitando y ahora necesita que el cuerpo espiritual siga creciendo.
And what the mamos say is that the the heart of the world is bumping like blood to the rest, to the rest of the spiritual body. And so there we are connected, and that as the final like state of vision that we should be having is that that unity in the spiritual body that receives the energy from the heart of the world.
Y aprovecho para agradecer la confianza que han puesto en mí para ser el puente entre ellos y ahora nosotros, y me siento muy honrado de haber hecho este material.
And I feel very honored for that trust that was it was given to me in order to be the medium, the bridge between the delegation and the Mother Earth delegation and the Kagaba Nation, and so there to work in this message. I feel very honored to be in that position and be here in sharing all of this with you.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you very much.
And now the message from the Mamos.
Somos pueblos originarios, somos la esencia de Teyuna. Es como somos los cuatro pueblos de la Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta. La sierra es el corazón del mundo, se filtra la línea, la conexión que hay en el mundo. Todas las fronteras, todos los continentes están a su espacio tan sagrado. Ese espacio es un temblor que tiene todas la conexión la conexión sagrada que se encuentra en cada continente. Y de hoy abrimos el camino para la vida que existe en el mundo, la vida que hay en el universo. Entonces, hoy comenzamos el camino para ir y no ir afuera, sino pasar en los principios. Entonces, apoyamos con esos elementos que hemos hecho, apoyamos en lo espiritual y queremos que los hermanitos nos apoyen en lo material. Eso es una forma de reciprocidad. Mantenemos nuestra cultura viva, nuestro conocimiento viva que nos fueron dejados desde el origen. Con esos diálogos, con esos bailes, cantos, hacemos la ofrenda para que haya, para que toda tenga vida, tanto animales, plantas, ríos, la tierra, el sitio, los animales, todo lo que encuentra en el mundo. Todas tienen vida, todas las piedras, toda la tierra. Entonces, esos cumplimientos se van a tardar durante los 9 años. En 9 años formamos, nos juntamos un círculo tan importante como que nos han dejado en el principio. La madre no nos entregó la división, sino estar unidos, estar juntos. Hoy muchas personas están en la división, están separados. Todos esos conocimientos separados tenemos que juntar para sostener el universo. Nosotros los sostengamos en la mano derecha y los hermanitos sostener en la mano izquierda para que no nos caiga el mundo. Somos el hijo de esas tierras y nosotros debemos cuidarla, sostener en nuestros brazos. Si no sostenemos en el brazo, se hará las vueltas. Entonces eso es un cambio de crisis, como decir. En las consultas internas dijo que en el mundo no hay un acuerdo, no hay la paz. Sigue siendo más y más como lucha contra los políticos. No hay una defensa para la naturaleza. Entonces, el mensaje de la madre Kazima es que la madre lo restablece las leyes como que ella se han ordenado, porque no hay esas leyes. Entonces, la madre misma nos expresa a la humanidad, porque la humanidad no ofrecemos se hacemos la disminución de ese conocimiento acuerdo con la naturaleza. Entonces la consulta, el acuerdo llegará los 7 años. En 7 años se habrá paz con la naturaleza. En 7 años la persona que se interesa del conocimiento, la educación de la naturaleza, en 7 años tenemos que estar atentos, estar en la línea de la naturaleza, porque gracias por la naturaleza nos da la vida, y nuestra tarea de la humanidad es dar la vida a la naturaleza. Es un intercambio, pero no hay intercambio. Entonces, sin el intercambio, la madre misma lo constituye su ley propia. Cuando se constituye, eso se va a tardar durante los 7 años, y en 7 años habrá acuerdo, paz con la naturaleza. Queremos que la persona están de acuerdo en eso, debe estar protegido, interconectado con nuestro territorio ancestral. Y así en cada continente, en cada países, queremos poner el lugar donde conservar, proteger nuestra vida. De ahí intercambiamos la vida con la naturaleza. Entonces, bajo la consulta, tocamos construir un círculo para formar la unidad, o sea, la unidad. Entonces, con la unidad se interconectamos tanto en físico y tanto lo espiritualidad. Entonces, por eso lo hemos mandado los bastones, para que con eso lo interconectamos, intercambiamos la vida con la naturaleza. intercambiar es como ofrecer para buen vivir. En el mundo se habrá la problema porque no hay un respeto. Entonces, cuando la madre empieza, entonces toda la persona de que nos apoya aquí en la sierra se debe proteger la vida en Colombia, porque en Colombia es como la tierra de los indígenas. Entonces, como nosotros los hermanos mayores vamos a proteger el territorio colombiano. La Sierra Nevada es del corazón del mundo. Se sostiene en sus hombros, que sostiene el equilibrio del mundo, de todo lo que existe. Muchas gracias.
Let us take a deep breath and take a moment to absorb that very important and clear message. It is the message that most indigenous people know is true, and those of us who are sensitive can feel it. The earth is not an object. She is our mother, and she is speaking to us very, very clearly. Now, some of us may be experiencing despair and thinking that those who do not honor the earth are in the majority, but they are missing an element that we have, which is a spiritual relationship to the mother. Let us speak very, very clearly our intentions and our dreams to manifest the original principles, and then watch that prophecy fulfill itself. Thank you very much for that film, that opportunity to sit on that mountain with our relations and hear from them and see the way that they are holding on to, and through us expanding the original principles. Everybody take a deep breath and allow yourself to feel the beauty and the importance of the film that we have just consumed. And now I would like to bring on Grandmother Loretta.
Thank you, Sister Louisa. Thank you, Sister Joti, Sister Margine, and our dear niece Adriana, and the son-in-law Franz, and granddaughter. I'd like to take a little bit of time here to reassure everybody that the words are easy to say, but it's hard to do. It's hard to fulfill what you're putting out there, and so it has to go along with ceremony, and it has to go along with the prayers that are said for those particular seasons, those particular times. right now we're in a time when we hear these messages from our own people, and they're coming to us by way of the seasons, and so we're listening all the time. The right now the we're told that we're going to be walking toward a balance again, toward the middle of the year again, and so we have to pick up and do the words, speak the words that are for this season, for what's going on right now. This is the season of the winter. So we're doing midwinter ceremonies. We're having songs for midwinter. There's a special prayers that are said around this time. And I would venture to say in most ceremonial people, every month, every time the sun and we circle, every time in that month's time, we have some obligations, we have some things that we have to do. So when we're talking about uh, prophecy and the fulfillment of that, you have to believe on everything around you in your bundle, your medicine bundles. You have your dreams, you have your songs, you have special foods that you prepare and that you eat, or you fast, or you go and you make pilgrimage somewhere that's a sacred space, a place where there might be an opening to another dimension. We're told about these places and we know about them. We go and we take our time to go to those places. That's what we talk about when we're talking about stewardship. It's a sacred duty that each of us are born with, at the areas where we're born, the lands of origin, the places where we are born, where we come to. Those are the designated areas for our people, that we get born to these places so that we know how to take care of just what's available in that place. What are the foods there? What are the medicines there? How are they used? So that the prophecy always fulfills in a positive manner. It always moves in a way that is kept alive, because everything in our world is alive. Everything. And so when you're looking up in the sky, even those sky people, the birds, the ones that are up there in the air, those are our relatives. The ones that swim in the ocean, those are our relatives. The ones that are on the ground and that are in the ground, those are our relatives. And all two-legged, all human beings, we're all related. And so I want to just say that this is a time of renewal again. The winter, this season is for the water. It stands for the water, this time period. So we're getting ready to bless the waters or have the waters bless us again. We're getting ready to do the 4 directions so that all the waters in those 4 directions are going to be pure and sustain us again. That even though there are some things that we can't do because of we've taken resource or dumped things in that ocean water or in these waters that we drink. We don't think about it. We think nobody sees us, and so sometimes we do something that's untoward behaviors to the water, and the water cleans itself. It knows how to do all of that. But we should always have a respect to honor that water, not put anything in there that doesn't belong in there. And for us, it's a renewal of this time, this water that we're talking about. There's all kinds of prayers being laid down even as we're speaking because of the water. We want fresh, pure water. And the rocks, our first knowledge giver was the Ia Trukahea, the first grandfather. Is a rock, it's a stone, and it's for us when we bring those rocks in for Sweat Lodge to purify. It gives a little bit of the breath that it still has, the steam. It cleans things for us, cleans everything for us. So we get to know our places. We get to know just exactly how to take care of something, because we're told those, they're prophesied to us. They're telling us about these things from the time we're little. And so we carry them. We know the prayers to say with the words, the songs, those things. Trying to teach these little ones. And I see that. I see there's a lot of young people, young men in the film that are being taught these powerful things. And it's to manifest and to make sure that we have a path for life. We make sure that they understand everything that there is to know about everything. And so by the time they get to a certain age, they're proficient, they effective. And so when we're teaching all of these things, we have no time to be getting nosy and being in other people's business. You know, it's really important right now that we take care of this prophecy of being positive. It's hard to be positive. Sometimes we want to take our old ways back and be any old way, but we can't do that. We don't have time to do that. We only have time to listen to these words coming, these beautiful words coming from the top of the mountains down to us, so we can carry them and be with them. Take them out, look at them every now and then, and remember what was said. So I just want to tell you how important that word prophecy is. It's a renewal. Every year that we come to this time, we renew so that ahead the damages can be not done. There's not going to be anything out there that we're going to make bad or untoward for people. We're going to try to keep everything just the way that we were gifted it. This is such a beautiful world we live in. Everything is beautiful here. We have to enjoy it, but we also have to take care of it. So I just want to share about that much with you, and I want to say that thank you so much for being with us on these beautiful gatherings, these talks, the honors that we have to be with each and every one of you that are coming from across the world. We're just very honored and moved that you can take your time and sit with us so we can tell you about some of these things, and we don't get tired of saying them. You may be tired of hearing them, but we're going to be saying the same things, and hopefully to the future, our little ones that we're raising are going to be saying the same thing. Take care of Earth Mother, take care of the water, take care of everything, take care of each other, and love each other. That's the ultimate one, to learn to love each other. It's a very beautiful thing. We can't touch it, we can't see it, but we feel it. And so we have our moments like this to share with you. It's I'm very happy to sit here and to be able to share that. Just the way that they're saying, the spirituality, that was what we know how to share. That's what we know best to share. At the same time, when you're practicing reciprocity, then it's a give and take. It's a give and take, and you're reaching out to each other and you're helping each other. You see somebody in need, you help them. It's something that simple, but it could be the thing that makes this world be so much more loving, so much more beautiful. And if we could all help each other, take care of each other, and love one another. I think we're practicing here on this Earth Mother. She bore us so that we could practice how to be good human beings here. And then when we go on to that next dimension, that we're prepared for what's out there. So we always have to be very, very open for everything around you. Pretty soon, you're going to be able to see people how they are, hear what they're going to say to you even before they say it. Those are things that we've learned to be about. So I'm just sharing that with you. I'm just going to say a little short prayer here, sending my prayers to the Mamos, to the mountains, to thank them for all that they hold and all that they're doing, and to Franz and Adriana for all the work you do out there. It's very hard work. I know, but you're doing it. And so thank you from the bottom of my heart, and to Sister Joe T for all that you do for our people there on that mountain, for all of us, and Sister Luisa for singing us into these beautiful days. I love your song so much. You know, I'm going to get to see you in a few days, so really looking forward to it. So I'm just going to offer a little short prayer here for all of us, for across the world. I'm reaching out, I'm touching your faces. We chose on it. Wo wong lucky wash day. Somehow wo uki trunka, somehow tunkashila, wo la kuta, adokchi woki jumpte, compassion. The no tunkashila, the batuka use. Winners punk tunkashila, kasi dominia. When you want Jakwakata, Makona spare young gay no tunkashila, which had you lost to which had you locked. Woi te tak dona nok panipi. O he chalo zuye wa ionke, you can gashila hina. Touch their hearts to gashila so that they can have a peace in their heart. De wa kanta lenu goni chakap. Lena yawa chakaki heo. It's just you ha no you know what choni chija. Kanta gashila. Oki hu yampie. Oki hu yampie. Dona tunkashila heche wicho kuja. You have papi and tunkashila heche wicho zani ji chako. Dona tunkashila che istamni aba upiechi tunkashila che. Chunte we chapat bo pilon kini chapi. Sampra tunkashila. It was okay nurse you know which you wash which high okay. Tunkashila no makaja tunkashila dictative. We're gonna lo chimpi seche. And not tunkashila. Woi te wash this channel tunkashila you know you checking they watch chapi. Lena ni ni trapi. Lena el ho ni chapun kan tunkashila no kite kumpie. O better loot our mere chaheche chatin tunkashila wochi chaking. Ushimalakie. Homitaku yoyase, all my relations.
Ooh. Thank you, Grandmother Loretta. I always love Grandmother Loretta's prayer and can feel that touch, that oh so gentle touch of the face that comes with her prayer. I hope that each of you in the audience are taking advantage of this opportunity to feel the connection through this prayer. We have some time now, I believe, for people in the audience to ask questions or make requests. Is that correct, Jyoti?
It is, and we do have one.
Okay.
And because we're running a little behind with our schedule, but what's being said is so important. This may be the only question we can address this time. What can we do right now, says Finney Gassman, living in places where memory and prophecy got lost? Do any of you want to respond to that? Abby, Grandma Abby.
Jehovah Oamastan. How are you, my relative? I did take note of that question, and it was something that many people struggle with. And when I think about it, I think about taking the ability individually as a community to ground ourselves again, to find our way, that we're grounded to Mother Earth, we're grounded to all living things. And that's where you begin, with prayer. I believe that with the Mamos message was very important, because it's similar knowledge and laws that were given to us by Paikyam, our creator, and we know that the Monument talks about knowledge of unity. When I think about unity, I think about community. And that transcends into caring for each other, for loving each other, for taking care of each other, for sharing with each other. That's what reciprocity is. That's my thought and reflection. Nitra, thank you. And I'll share more in a bit when it's my session.
Thank you, Grandma Abby.
Do we have
Because of
for
time,
another question, or should we go directly?
I think we better go on, Lisa, so that all the parts that wanted to come into the basket today for everyone to take home during this precious moment we're in. Let's
So
go
then,
forward.
Grandmother Abby, you should continue. It is your turn.
No, Nitra. Hopa Umaorsta. How are you, my relatives? Hen Katayats. Hapa Hanusuta. Oshuhamo Sita. I am Katayats, meaning moonlight from the Oak Clan, and I belong to the Oak Clan and the turquoise moiety in my village of Cochitin, New Mexico. And with that introduction, I share with you my identity and who I am and where I come from and who I belong with. And so it is that will be an introduction of similar situations that take place in our community. Thank you to the producers or the filmmaker of this wonderful people that live on the mountains, our relatives. We could never see or hear that indigenous people that live in the Western Hemisphere share similar teachings because we all come from one. We talk about division not created, but unity and community. Now we see the division in our country, and it's very, very alarming. When I think about current situations, about how people adapt rituals to contemporary situation, how can we help? I was with a group of people that were talking about trans-border effects because we're dealing with policy by our current administration that is attacking people of color. Maybe not just people of color. It comes where we hear horror stories from people that have been killed, Renee Good and Alex Petrie and many, many others that don't make it into the news. In response to that situation, or in response to climate change, or in response to the issues we face in our world today, how do you adapt rituals with contemporary situations? With that, I say, as an elder, as grandmothers, we need to be there for our children. We may not have all the knowledge in the world. We might not have that title of being educated doctor, but we're educated through our own way of life experiences. What can we do to help in this situation? I say, and I give this back. On Thursday, I was with a group of people listening to a presentation on the emotional healing of individuals, that the impact of migrants and those they left behind. A lot of emotional impacts there. But the majority of the audience were elder, retired people. When I share my question, when I share my comments, I look back to the audience and say, we've come full circle. You are elders. What are you doing to give back? Especially in today's world, when our young people, our leaders, our children are reaching out to give them some kind of reassurance that will make sense to them and ease their pain, whether it be emotional or whether it be mainly a lot of emotion. And it hurts me as a grandmother when I see all the issues of the world. I try not to watch too much TV because it all comes to us. But what can we teach them? Being grounded, knowing your spirituality, that you have layers and layers of ancestors, spirit that fought and prayed and kept us going. We have that. And it's our responsibility to keep going. In our prayers, we pray to the Creator, Paikya. We pray to the ancestral spirits. We pray to all living things in spirit. Because most important thing, gratitude, being grateful. It reminds us that we are only human. And so it is that when we do say our prayers, we give up our prayers to our ancestral spirits. When we make our offering, we put our breath on our offerings. That breath of life is so essential to who we are and where we're at, and we're given that breath of life in our prayers. When we get up in the morning, when we see the sunrise, when we see the sundown, when we're midday, all this goes into a prayer. Thank you for all your hard work. Thank you for your words. Thank you for your songs. Meaning, I appreciate it. And I hope that we continue in this life journey, because in our community, our altars always circular. In our buildings, like the kiva, are always circular. It emphasizes the circle of life. And there's an opening in that circle. We start from the center, but in that opening, we exit that circle into our next life. So with that being said, I am going to say a prayer that I do every morning. Nature. Oamasta, Maini, Pupertai, Paikya, Tua Sutta, Tua Stak, Tua Chata, Pro Ashitopa, Kusi Washit, but you always shita, A Masha, Kiramatani, Ewas, Rawa Hawa Pa, Kiramatani, Uamasta, Rawa Hawa Pa, or Kiramatani, Nam Rawati, no Ishtia Gusta, Rawa Nutakoya Gusta. Ona me kuina me. Me oti te ainiko. Nature Nyasrama, Ianitayo. With that, take this life breath of prayers. And what I said in my prayer is that when I wake up and I do my offering, and our offering is sometimes tobacco, but mostly cornmeal. And I reach out to my medicine bundle or to Father Son or just to the daylight. And I said, thank you for another day. I am grateful to be here with everyone again today. I ask that you protect our children. I ask that you give them enlightenment so that they can continue on their journey with a lot of faith, a lot of belief, and that in their prayers, they are given that strength spiritually from all of our ancestral spirits, for all the children, for all the mothers, for all the fathers, for all the leaders of the community, and for each one of you that play a role in this group. I pray for you that you get all the blessings to reach for what you pray for and to be grateful for. Nature.
And we give gratitude for you, Grandmother Abby, and your clear, clear prayer. Thank you ever so much. Everyone, allow yourself to absorb the beautiful energy of Grandmother Abby, that she has just sprayed us with wisdom and sweetness. Allow yourself to absorb the energy of that prayer, because that prayer looks into our future. And I'd like to remind us once again that we are the seeds of the fruit of tomorrow. So allow yourself to be empowered by embracing Grandmother Abby's words. Everybody take a deep breath and let us now hear the very powerful and thorough prayer of Grandmother Jyoti.
Oh, thank you, Yeye. I'm humbled by that kind of introduction. Humbled to be sitting here at this table in this very prominent moment of our making. It's of our making. So what I have also come to so appreciate is how the nature way, the walk, that original walk following Mother Law, brings you into an organic process that always breathing and always moving and always changing. And then everything works with the change that's been presented. And I come to find that out today, because when I was really meditating on what to bring into our call today, I got an attention brought to something that was done many years ago by a beautiful man named Michael Stillwater, who came and asked me, can you ask the mother to come and give a message to those in transition? And so he came the next morning, he put a microphone on me. I went into that space. The mother came and she offered these words. A year later, they would send me those words connected to music, and then they would send that into a CD with connected to nature, Mother Nature herself. And it was just something that had its own organic process, and it's presenting itself, I think, again today because of the moment we're in of choice. As those monks told us, in their own prophecy when they spoke, is 2026 is when we're going to make a big choice. And big movements of the earth are about to happen and come upon us. So we must know how to hold this space. And they said, stay in the present moment. Get up every morning and say, today is a day of peace. And so to bring that peace within, so that coming back to that is the place, which is also just what the Mamos told us in some of their instruction. So in honor of Michael Stillwater, who went back to the mother's arms this last week, I really wanted to share this message with you today. I know the mother's movements have become very strong. We just had an earthquake this morning, a small one, 4.2 over here in Cobb, California, not far from where I live. We had 8 people taken by an avalanche in this last week. We've got storms that are hitting across this Turtle Island and around the planet with tornadoes and flooding and all these things. The mother's in motion. She's in a making moment. She's in motion. And so with that said, I want to offer her words to you today so that you might sit in her arms and hear the wisdom of the choice we're making. It's called Walking On.
Good morning, Grandfather. I entered this life a ways back and put skin on to walk two-legged on this creation. And what a glorious time it was. It taught me about breath and about sensing and feeling and caring through my heart. And I walked on around that red road, looking and trying to understand more about the mystery and the secrets she holds. And you spoke to me through the wind. And you sang to me through the birds. And you brought challenges forth so that I might listen to the message you bring me more sincerely. And I kept walking down this road. And I came round the bend at the middle of that curve in the road, and I began to find a secret in the spirit of myself.
Ya no hey
And still I walked on. Sometimes blind and deaf, and sometimes with pain. But I fought with my fears, and I embraced my unknowingness, and still I walked on. And as the door of the great spirit world came closer, my fear loomed up inside sometimes, but something called me forth. The morning star rose with each day. And my prayer became a centering, and still I walked on. Until I began to hear the song of the mother. And her arms embraced me so. Instead of walking, she carried me right to the door. And as the door opened, I heard her song. And her song lifted me up. So I could soar.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I love these prayers that touch us emotionally very, very deeply. At this point, does anyone have anything else that they want to discuss, recommend, respond to? Do you see anything, Jyoti, in the chat that we need to?
No, I think our cups must be flowing, overflowing, and everyone's catching the message of the day is what it feels like.
Yeah.
And so I think it's maybe good if we leave them in this space.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you're going to do a closing and a calling, and then we have our children that are going to add to this today before we close.
Oh, the children are so precious for our closing. Today's theme has been taking a look at prophecy, and especially self-fulfilling prophecy. If we speak well our intentions today to our children, and if we listen carefully to our children, bringing those two things together, we can prophesy, envision, imagine a future and speak on it, teach it, share it, and then fulfill it by extension into the future. This is the positive side of self-fulfilling prophecy. We are just past an eclipse, and one of the things that's wonderful about an eclipse is that which is no longer needed can be thrown into darkness to be transformed, and that which has sat in potential in darkness can be brought into the light. So let us make contact with the timeline of peace, with the timeline of prosperity, with the timeline of balance with Mother Earth. And let us come out of the present dark and move into the light of a self-fulfilling prophecy. I opened with prayers for the world, a song for the world, and I will end with a song of prayer for the world. The word is fun ire ida. Fun ire is we ask for balance. Ida, for the whole of existence, for the earth, for the cosmos, for all of us. And so I say, fun ire ida ori. Funire da to our own minds. Funire da egum. Funire da to our ancestors. Funire da ile. Funire da to the earth. Funire da okan. Funire da. Let there be balance everywhere. Now we will have our closing song from the Clarksville Elementary students. We are the world. Thank you for your time and your attention.
There comes a time when we hear certain call, when the world must come together as one. There are people dying, and it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all. We can go on pretending day by day that someone
It's true. We make a brighter day, just you and me and all of us. Thank you so much for your presence and your kinship.
Oh, wait, before you let them sneak all away, Grandma, yay.
Oh,
Be sure that they know that we've still got people joining our membership. And yesterday, Uncle spoke about what all is happening with Greenland and big moments that are going on and planning that he's doing and holding so people can support that beautiful territory there in Greenland during this moment of test and challenge. And if you're not a member, then you can join us. That always helps us keep these kinds of things moving out there and our elders supported in each of their communities so they can stay on the front line and do this significant work. So thank you for that. And I think it's going to be Milo that will be offering marches, trainings and teachings, and we still need to get a date for that, but that'll be coming up soon. So I think if you look in your chat before you jump away, there are the links for all of that so we can grow our community stronger and brighter and wider so that these kinds of teachings and amazing ancestral wisdom can flow your way and you can start to use it like good clean water where you live in your communities and families. So these ways can help us hold a better day. So thank you for that. And yay, thank you for a beautiful call today. Thank you, elders, for all that you do and for all of our staff and those behind the scenes helping make this happen. And of course, to all of you that have joined us today and are walking with us in this good, strong way. Blessings
Thank
to you
you.
all.